through the Australian summer, the national record for shark attacks has been shattered. But residents of Sydney aren't worried. There hasn't been an attack in Sydney Harbour for almost half a century. But that was before the summer of the shark.
Sydney Harbour's everyone's swimming pool. Anyone is quite free to come down to Sydney Harbour and throw themselves in it just about anywhere. And so it's generally considered to be out of bounds. You know, sharks don't come in here, or they shouldn't.
The harbour may seem like a safe place to most Australians, but not to Paul de Gelder. As a Navy diver, he's used to all forms of danger. Paul has conquered all his fears, except one.
I always think of sharks so much to the point that
What the
the
fuck?
guys
Why
when I
is
was
it
on
on
course used to begin
repeat?
big pictures of great whites jumping out of the water and stuff to scare me. But you just put that to the back of your mind and you get on with the job.
It's just after sunrise, and he's swimming in a part of the harbour known as Woolloomooloo. He's testing a new sonar system that can detect terrorist activities in the harbour. Even now, sharks are on his mind.
I was contemplating the pros and cons of having my hands down by my side or hands across my chest as to if I got attacked by a shark, where I'd be better off having them. And then I left them by my side. I was just on the point of turning back and continuing my swim when I felt this great big whack in the leg.
Suddenly, a set of jaws clamped down on him with unbelievable force.
I looked down and there was a big shark's face staring at me. The first thing that I was thinking of was just, got to get out of here. It was panic, you know, fight or flight. The adrenaline kicked in and I was just lucky enough to have the clarity to know go to the eyeball.
Yeah, babe, one sec.
The only problem was the finger I was trying to jab it in the eyeball with was stuck in its mouth, so I couldn't actually move my arm.
Paul's right hand and leg are pinned inside the shark's mouth. He can't reach the shark's eye with his other hand.
I couldn't really move. It had me in a really good hold.
Then, the shark takes him underwater.
I came back up and gasped for a breath. Just not knowing when I was going to go under again or how long for. I saw my fin kick up in the air and I saw the shark's tail fin splashing around in the water, and then we went back under again. When I came up and it wasn't attached to me, the first thing I wanted to do was just get out of the water as fast as possible. I didn't know how many other sharks were there or if the shark was going to come back for another go.
The shark has bitten clear through Paul, taking not only his right hand, but much of his right leg. His fellow divers speed to the rescue, and as they haul him in, Paul passes out.
All of a sudden, the shark attack wasn't on a remote beach in Tasmania. It wasn't on the other side of the country in Western Australia. This was in the heartland of Australia. This was the iconic Sydney Harbour, and it just resonated with people.
The recent influx of sharks and yesterday's attack has the minister worried.
With the increased numbers of sharks this period of time, I think it's a good precaution not to be swimming in Sydney Harbour.
A barrage of questions lands on the desk of Dr. Pettimores.
Were there a lot of sharks in there? What are their movements? Are there hot spots which are potentially more dangerous to be swimming in?
One sec.
The Navy brings him Paul's wetsuit.
The wetsuit had very